Today I'm reviewing the CyberPowerPC Gamer Xtreme VR gaming desktop with an Intel Core i5-13400F, GeForce RTX 5068GB, 16GB DDR5, 1TB PC 4.0 SSD, Wi-Fi readiness, and Windows 11 Home. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system as my everyday desktop and gaming machine over several weeks. Gaming sessions, streaming content, productivity work, and general computing. What I'm describing comes from regular use, not just quick benchmarks or brief demos. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a high-end enthusiast rig with exotic cooling and bleeding-edge parts. It isn't a snappy ultrabook or a lightweight home PC either. This system is designed as an accessible, capable gaming desktop that handles most mainstream games and everyday tasks without fuss. In real use, responsiveness is noticeable. With the Core i5-13400F at its heart, everyday tasks like web browsing, media playback, and productivity apps feel smooth and quick. Boot times are short thanks to the PC 4.0 SSD, and switching between apps is fluid even with multiple browser tabs and utilities open. Gaming performance lands where you'd expect for this class of machine. Paired with the RTX 5060 and 16GB DDR5 memory, the system handles popular esports and competitive titles at 1080p with high frame rates and stable pacing. Games like Valorant, Fortnite, and CS:GO ran without hiccups, and AAA titles at 1080p were comfortably playable on high settings with occasional tuning for the most demanding scenes. It doesn't chase 4K gaming. If that's your priority, higher-tier GPUs are worth considering. But for 1080p performance this feels well matched. Thermals and noise are practical rather than dramatic. Under load, whether gaming or multitasking with heavy apps, temperatures stay within reasonable ranges. Fans ramp up as demands rise, but noise stays in the background rather than becoming a distraction during play or work. In lighter tasks like video streaming or word processing, fan activity settles and the system stays unobtrusive. Memory and storage behavior make everyday use straightforward. With 16GB of DDR5 RAM, multitasking felt comfortable for everyday workloads and gaming alike. You can run games alongside Discord, music, and background apps without obvious slowdowns. The 1TB SSD offers plenty of space for a growing game library and apps, and load times felt quick and consistent in daily use. Build quality and expandability matter in real life. The case feels solid and serviceable, with enough internal clearance to accommodate future upgrades, like adding more RAM or extra storage, if you choose. Cable management from the factory is tidy enough that it doesn't impede airflow or cooling. There are honest trade-offs to acknowledge. Even though this system is capable for its class, it isn't designed for sustained 4K gaming or the most demanding creative workloads. If your priority is highest-end content creation or maxed-out settings at higher resolutions, higher-tier hardware still holds the edge. Likewise, while 16GB of memory is fine for most games and everyday work, certain heavy multitasking scenarios benefit from more RAM, which you can add later if needed. In everyday positioning, compared with entry-level pre-built gaming PCs, this machine feels noticeably more capable for mainstream gaming and general computing. Compared with enthusiast custom builds, it doesn't chase niche extremes, but it also doesn't demand the tinkering those typically require. This desktop makes the most sense for buyers who want capable 1080p gaming with stable performance, use a mix of gaming, streaming, and everyday tasks, prefer a pre-built system that works out of the box, value solid storage and reasonable upgrade options if your priority is a tiny form factor or specialized workstation power. There are systems better suited to those needs. For a practical gaming desktop that handles most common titles and everyday computing without fuss, this rig lands where it should. From real-world use, the CyberPowerPC Gamer Xtreme VR feels balanced and dependable. It doesn't overstate its strengths, and it doesn't hide what it's not. What you experience is performance that aligns with how you'll actually use the system. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.